DR Sports Network, of course, I am Mark Henry here, also with the platform. The network has been thriving, man. Of course, the road to the crown is knee deep in everything we're doing this offseason, man. This week we head to the boot. Man, we head to New Orleans, man. We head to one of the most talent-rich areas in the country. And I got one of my guys in the building, of course, the top jacks, the New Orleans Dolphins have been a staple on the DR7 circuit for years. But we're gonna talk with Coach Ace, talk about the Dolphins, what they do in the community program, and some of their upcoming guys as they lead into a big game this week here on the DR Sports Network. Coach Ace, man, always good to catch up with you. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Same with you. It's been a while, man. It's been a
A-
while.
Absolutely, of course, man. We go way back, but it's great to see you. But let's backtrack a little bit for the listeners, who don't know about the Dolphins. Talk about how you got into coaching, how you got started with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins was an actual tackle organization. We started about 6, 7 years ago. And we took that, and I mean, we ran with it for a while, man. And we decided to up the kids' game, and player development. So we decided to lean on the 7-on-7 side. What is year 5? It's about 5 or 6. And it's been doing us a great justice, man. We just got rid of a class that, man, between 2025 and 2026, man, some outstanding athletes now. That's some of them are going to be sophomores this year, and some are going to be freshmen in college. And I just want to see the next step for them. That they take from what we gave them and what the high school gave them, and see if they could bring something to the NCAA, man.
Well, that's what it's all about. Development is a key thing that you guys push in the offseason. Talk about that a little bit. You went from a tackle organization only stepping to 7-on-7 about 5 or 6 years ago, but the development piece has been at the forefront of what the Dolphins do. Just talk about that a little bit, how you try to get that across to not only the players, but the parents and families that are in the organization.
We try to teach patience and an outlet. Give the guys something to do. Because I mean, New Orleans, I'm sure in other cities and states it's probably bad, but here is worse. I mean, the youth get trapped so easy, man. So with the 7-on-7, it not only is it a game of football, it's a game of life, and just trying to keep them from detouring in that dead period when they're not with their high school teams to have something to do. And I mean, just getting those parents to buy into that is big, and the kids they just develop from it and love it.
Absolutely. And one thing that you guys are big on is getting them the exposure, helping them get to the next level to be successful. You just talked about the 25 and 26 class, which we saw those guys, when they were in eighth grade on to now, and now we'll see them play
Yes.
on Saturdays. Uh, Talk about the development piece when it comes to getting the parents knee deep in, because recruiting is totally different now from the time we met 5 or 6 years ago to now. The parents have to be educated. You guys are thriving at that. Talk about how you try to get that a point across to those guys and the parents as well.
Man, I tell you one thing, it's not an easy task though, man. When I mean everybody expect for their child just to be that big Division 1 athlete, but now with this transfer portal and the NIL, and you pretty much have 26, 27-year-old men still in NCAA playing ball. How can I tell an 18-year-old, hey man, look, they might not take you, because you're underdeveloped, or they want to go with experience, and I mean that sometimes that become demoralizing to them. But I mean, our kids they pretty much bought in and locked into I want to say what I guess you you just won't call it just trusting the process, and that's the biggest thing about it, man. They trust the process, put the work in. I mean, you just be undeniable.
Absolutely. Trusting the process is part of it, and you guys have done that. But let's talk about some of the historic programs around the New Orleans area. You got Edna Carr, you got St. Augustine for people that may not know that around the country. John Curtis. You bring all of those guys together, and it's like, in your neck of the woods, it's like a very good gumbo. You got to start with the root, which is the foundation. If you don't have a good root, your gumbo's not going to be where it needs to be. Talk about bringing some of those programs together, and you have a relationship with those coaches there, which translates over to the field with you guys in the offseason.
Yeah, I have a great relationship with we know with Ed Car with AJ. You know, he was back there 4 years, and of course you know him better than anybody else, man. You didn't see him, like I said, from the eighth grader to last 2 years ago. You know, so but the relationship with Carr and St. All, Kennedy, Warren Easton, uh Curtis, Jesuit. I mean, the list goes on. You know, we have kids pretty much touching every roster along the New Orleans area, and we have some in Texas. We have some in Baton Rouge. We have some in Shreveport. You know, so we have kids all over the place. But just the bond and relationship with those coaches, they trust us with the kids. You know, not to say, man, I don't think he should play with y'all. He might get hurt. Or we never have those conversations. It's always, hey man, how you develop for me? Or you know, how you reading the defense, coach? Or what you think he can help me with on this side of the ball or that side of the ball? You know, so not only is it about just getting the child, it's about the relationship and what they trust the project that we're putting up.
Absolutely. Well, the proof has been there, and you guys have been successful, not just in the state of Louisiana, but around the country. You guys travel around and you play some of the best competition. But let's talk about the state of Louisiana as a whole. You know, I'm in Texas. Of course, the thing in barbershop talks on the internet, it's always, hey, the best ball comes from Texas, or it comes from Florida or Cali or Georgia. But I think Louisiana gets, kind of caught in the mix of those states as far as bragging rights go nationally. But you're in one of the talent rich areas in New Orleans, and of course, Louisiana has always produced some of the best players that go on to play on the next level as well. Give me something about Louisiana that maybe people don't know about that talent rich area down there, especially New Orleans.
Man, we these kids are just they just relentless, man. They I guess you want to see it come from the root. You know, with being here, man, you got to be gritty. You got to be able to defend yourself. You got to uphold a certain standard. You know, and they wear it proud on their shoulders, man. And to piggyback on what you said, they say Texas got the best football, man. I think Louisiana is like this season just passed. I think they were 4-0.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they went 4-0 against Texas this past season, man. We beat they beat Texas. They didn't beat Arkansas. They didn't beat Florida. Cali. John Curtis, they went down there and beat Cali in Cali. You know, I mean, if we talking numbers, and that's the most accurate point of anything, right? They undefeated. You know, so I mean, it's all barbershop talk, but proof is in the pudding, man. Oh, but man, the Louisiana kids, they just have a different type of fight in them, man, and it never let up. I mean,
Absolutely. But listen, I know that. That's why I brought it up, because, it's one of those things where, Louisiana's putting out talent after talent every year. There's a reason that LSU has been at the top. Even Southern has always been a stablemate in the SWAC. And a lot of that talent comes from that Southern Louisiana, even Northern Louisiana as well. And some smaller, that you guys, we call them counties, they call them parishes in Louisiana. So it's definitely a talent rich state. But let's talk about the Dolphins this year. Some of the guys that we're going to see coming up here in just a little bit. Give me some of your athletes that we need to know about.
so this group that we have now is Coach Shockey team. And there was what 14, 15, and we was 18. So the DR7 the circuit knew 'em. But I mean sometimes they get forgotten because of the top jacks. I mean they were, but on that squad, man, you have Miguel Whitley. He's a actual 4-star recruit. He just narrowed down his list down to 4 teams actually. Raekwon Williams, he's hurt right now, but we praying for him to have a speedy recovery for his senior year. Who else? Brandon Bowles, he 2028 kid. Eisen Jr., Derek Bennett, Rashawn Sims, Nathan Singleton. You have Jace Roman. Man, the list goes on the offense. Our defensive side, they gritty. Defense gritty, man. And the whole world know Rontre Carter. I promise you that. If you ask any team about Rontre Carter, they know him. But we just added a piece. We just added a piece to the defense. Jaden Keelan. He's a 2028 kid from John Curtis. a 4-star recruit. Pretty promising kid, man. But who else? We have Kingsley, 2027. Ooh, Mitchell Harris. Who else I could think of? Ty Williams here, 2028 kid. That's Aiden Hall, the brother.
Okay.
So we haven't playing up this circuit. Who else I have on that back? And Rico Cambridge. He's a kid from Edna Card that waited his time, and now he's on the market now. But like I said, I can't name everything offhand. I mean, tell them tune in Saturday, they'll see him. But that list, that team, like I said, you'll look at that team and be like, man, where they come from? But they've been around. But I mean, the Top Jacks had the spotlight for a while now, so we're gonna see if they can carry this torch, man.
Man, definitely Top Jacks have been one of those teams that, man, when they pull up, they in town and they on the gridiron and they ready to get down. Now, you guys have been a staple mate as an organization on the DR7 and DR Sports uh, circuit for a number of years. What do you guys look forward to most when you come to a DR Sports tournament, and what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Competition and consistency, man. That's the main thing. We love to compete, and we just looking for consistency. I'm not gonna never talk about no referee because I mean it is what it is. I just want the consistent competition. That's all I want, man. Instead of me playing one good team in pool play, give me three of them, man. Give me a hitters. Give me a hitters who claim they the hitters. Give me a.
Absolutely. You never duck from smoke. I always want all the smoke, definitely.
We,
I
we,
know
we
what
won
that's
it. We
all
coming
about.
to it.
Man, definitely. I know that's what we're getting out of the North. The New Orleans Dolphins, man. You guys have been, fabulous with your organization, man. Kudos to you as you get ready to play this game. But before I let you go, one more question. You've been that guy, with offense. You know what I mean? Talk about offensive football because I know that's a game changer. I've watched you coach, been in the huddle with you guys. And it's one of those things where when they take the field, you have these guys ready. It's not a lot of time you have an urgency to it, and you always have two or three good quarterbacks in your organization.
Yeah, we keep those. I mean, that's the head of the snake. So I mean, without that leader, without that guy in the helm, shit, show can't go on, man. So we kind of when we do tryouts or we do a showcase or whatever you want to call it to pick your kids, we look for that natural leader, not really attributes. So and I think the two guys that we chose, I think they're gonna lead well and we're gonna score a lot of points. Temple offense,
Absolutely.
bro. You know how that go. The tempo,
Yeah, I
tempo, man.
know.
I don't think they can keep
Tempo,
up, man.
yeah. Hey, I've seen you do it, man. It's like NASCAR. Nobody does it better, man. I see you do it, man. But listen, we appreciate you joining us here on the DR Sports Network. We look forward to your game. And, man, that's what we got for you, man. Also, before we go, tell everybody where they can follow you at on social media.
Underscore New Orleans Dolphins 7v7. That's our that's the main team page. And N.O. Dolphins is is Coach Shockey page. So you can catch any one of those, follow them, and we follow back. We repost everything. We share everything. I mean, you go in there, you're gonna see about every child that's pretty much then wore a Dolphin uniform. No child left behind.
Absolutely, man. The NO Dolphins about to take the field right here on the DR Sports Network. My guy, Coach Ace in the building, man. Watch that offense. I'm telling you, it's exciting. I am Mark Henry right here on the DR Sports Network. We'll
Yeah,
see
thank
you
you
in
for
the
having me,
next
man.
one
See
on the
y'all this
field, man.
weekend.
Appreciate you.
All right,
Absolutely.
man. Yes, sir.